Hi guys, welcome to Shireen Serenity, and this is my BookTube channel. I am so excited to start a BookTube channel. I've wanted to do this for a while, but I don't know, something was kind of holding me back, but I'm not gonna let it hold me back anymore. So for my first video, I am going to be doing the BookTube Newbie Tag. And I actually have my laptop here with the questions, so I'm just gonna get right into it. First question is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because, well, I feel like everyone's gonna say this, they love to read. In my life, I don't have friends who are really into reading books, so to find this whole world in YouTube where everyone loves to read books and they comment on the books, and I don't know, just like communicating back and forth, I just love it, so I kind of wanted to be a part of it. Second question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? I'm not sure. The only thing I can really think of is, I know like the majority of BookTube channels are geared more towards like young adults, and I'm not really into young adult books. I'm more into like horror and thriller, mystery, stuff like that. Although I do know there's a whole, like, there's YouTubes that do that, so I mean, it's not a lot, but I feel like that's something I can bring to YouTube or BookTube. Yeah. The third question is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? I'm really excited because I really want to like extend my book genre, so I really would love like for people to give me suggestions that are not like horror or thriller or mystery, and just kind of like kind of go back and forth between people and be like, oh, I suggest this because this is great, or stuff like that. So I'm really like most excited about communicating with other people. So yeah. Why do you love reading? I love reading because it takes my mind off of things, and you kind of just, you go and you jump into this whole new world, and you're pretty much consumed in another world, and it brings you to another place. I just repeated that, but that's why I love reading. What book or series got you into reading? Okay, so this one I'm gonna put my laptop down because I actually found one book that got me into reading and then a series that got me really into reading. So the one book that got me into reading, and it's all falling apart, but it's Judy Blume, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Do you see how old this is? I read this when, I think I read this a little bit too young for me, but I think I read this when I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I loved it. Look how like it's just completely torn apart. You can tell like I read this. Oh look, it says belong to Shireen Binns. So I'm not even, yeah, that's my handwriting. Oh, and it used to belong. Oh my gosh. So all my books when I was younger were hand-me-downs from my sisters, and it says on the bottom my sister's name belonged to Shaniqua Wiggins, and I scratched it off. That's funny, but yeah, so this is the book that got me into reading. But the series that got me really into reading, now I'm gonna try to pick this all up, is, can you guess it? The Babysitter Club, or Babysitters Club. I loved all of these books. I would read, some of them I would read multiple times, but wow, this brings me back, just the pictures. Wow. I love these, and this really got me into reading for sure. So I'm glad I could take you guys down memory lane with that. But yeah. Okay, so the next question is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? It's not something I'm not really like thinking about. I guess your typical, what's your favorite book and why, or maybe what's your favorite movie and book and why? I don't know. I don't really think about that. Next question is, what challenges do you think starting a BookTube channel will be the hardest to overcome? For me, it would be maybe like trying to read more than I can. Compared to everyone on BookTube, I'm a pretty slow reader. I like taking my time, so I think a challenge for me is to not compare myself with other. Sorry, I have my air on and it kind of like flickered the lights, but anyways, a challenge would be to not like compare myself to other booktubers with how fast they read, and just to kind of like go on my own pace. So yeah. When did you start reading? I started reading when I was like, I can remember like reading Dr. Seuss's when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and then I really got into reading when I was like 9 or 10. So yeah, I always loved reading. Where do you read? I read anywhere. I can read on my bed, I read outside, I read on my couch, anywhere that I can get really comfortable and there's not a lot of distractions. Actually, I lied with that, because I can like be in a room full of people and I could just kind of like go into my own world with reading, but I don't recommend that because that's rude. But yeah, anywhere that I can get really comfortable. So, and the last question is, what kind of books do you like to read? And I kind of answered this already. I like reading horror, thriller, and mystery. I actually, if you can see over here, I have a lot of James Patterson books. I used to like, when I was in middle school, high school, I had quite a few of Nicholas Sparks books. I have a John Soule. I don't know, I'm really more into murder mysteries, thriller, and horror. But the reason why I made this channel is to, one, give you guys my book recommendations and what I like in that genre, but also for you guys to recommend other books too, so I can kind of like broaden my book genres and read other books that I wouldn't read by myself. So yeah, this is my first video and I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Like, comment, and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.